Hello, my friends. I'm with my buddy Jim and Darren today. 168 man. I almost want to sing the song, but I'm not allowed. I think there's some rights to that. I wouldn't be able to play this video, but you know what song I'm singing in my head, and you are now as well. 168 Manufacturing. We're going to talk about what they do, what they make, and why GibbsCAM is so darn important to all the different projects that they have going on. So we'll start with you, Jim. 168 Manufacturing first, because I'm curious. Why is that the name? How did you come up with that name?
I ended up changing the way we look at our business. So I found out as an accountant, that's my background, that I'm paying for 168 hours a week, which is 7 times 24. So because I pay for that, I thought, why don't we try to utilize 168 hours of manufacturing a week? So that's what we've done. We utilize every hour of the week.
Has Darren ever told you that you're a clever man? Has he said that to you before, Jim?
Maybe in a different way.
I like that. I do really like that name, and that's, okay, now I get it. Super cool. Let's all try and get to that point. Let's talk about what you make and how you try to get to that point of working 168 hours in a week. So let's talk about some of the parts you make along the way.
So when we started, we were predominantly working with wholesale optical laboratories that make prescription eyewear. And we had to start making more parts and more parts. Because of that growth, I had to figure out how we are going to get all this work done. So that's where I started thinking about 168 Manufacturing.
I have that question a lot of times myself when I'm booking all my flights, all my places to film, everything. Now, we have to involve, because I'm very curious, because we want to bring Darren into this conversation. I mean, he is a handsome young man, and he can just stand there on camera and not say a word, but we've certainly brought him here for a reason. And I know we want to bring GibbsCAM into this conversation. And to my knowledge, speaking with my friends Don and Andy, service and support is kind of important to you guys, and you may be the #1 call-in company to the Midwest Cam Solutions. So Darren, let's talk about how GibbsCAM has helped you and what the service and support has been like, because you're obviously calling.
Yeah, I've had a lot of, obviously I've had a lot of time on the phone and through webinars and stuff like that with Don and Phil and Michael and Andy and all those guys, but we do a lot of quick turn stuff. So there's every part that I do is always unique to itself, and so there's multiple different processes that I'm, even after using it for 25 plus years now, there are still lots of different processes that are used in Gibbs that I'm still getting used to myself. So. Yeah, we definitely have a lot of communication with each other. We know each other by our first names, and they recognize my voice. I recognize their voice. There is nothing to that. So, but
you don't even need a caller ID. You just say, "Hey, it's me," and they know exactly who it is.
And the beauty about Midwest Cam and working with Gibbs is when I send an email, they will be quick to return my emails, and sometimes they'll even pick the phone up right away and call. But if they can't get to the phone right away, they'll email me and say, we'll get to you in just a short time. We're in the middle of something, but we'll get right back to you on this. And so there's a really quick turnaround on my questions that I have.
Darren, have they ever called you ahead of time and just be like, hey, well, how can we help you today?
No, I think they just got me on call, or I got them on speed dial.
Speed dial, yeah.
Yeah, so they just expect when they come in the morning that there's going to be a message from me.
And there normally is, I'm sure, from what it sounds like. All right, I'm going to bring this back over to you, Jim, because Darren just said something to me, and you might make me drop my microphone out of excitement. I'm not sure yet, but he said, I'm all the time calling. I'm all the time learning something new, learning about this software, diving in more, because every project is unique to itself. But you just told me 168 stands for automation, running every hour of the week, even to the point where you're taking third shift into first shift, running one shift a day, running through the weekend, running 24. How are you able to do that if there's so many different projects?
So the different projects are because of the different industries we're in. So we, for example, have 168 Manufacturing, which is coolant automation. And that's really been the trick to get us to produce when nobody's in the building. We engineered out cleaning chips. We engineered out adding bar feeds. We engineered out getting parts out of the machine. But the one thing we couldn't do was coolant. So we invented coolant sensing and automation. Another product line that Darren also deals with, gas inflation products. That we don't make life rafts, but our customers do. And that helps us make a lot of parts. Low pressure valve parts and high pressure valve parts. So we got a lot of parts.
It sounds like. Now, this one's for my own curiosity, Darren. It has nothing to do with Midwest Cam Solutions, GibbsCAM, the company itself. Just curiosity, because it sounds like your job is fascinating and new and high-paced, and you're always trying to figure something out. Do you like, when it comes to manufacturing, the creativity side of turning an idea into something tangible?
Yes, initially every time there's a job that comes through that looks like it's going to be a hair-pulling project, at first you're thinking, oh man, not this again. But then when you get through it, you just look at, wow, we did this. We used GibbsCAM, we were able to make the project go through. We're not, there's always something that's a challenge to us. There's never a boring minute when you're working machine shop, that's for sure.
I see you wearing a hat. You mentioned hair pulling moments.
Yeah.
How are we doing? Did we pull it all out yet?
It's all
you're
good.
looking good.
Yeah,
You're looking
it's all
good. All right, my friends, this is 168 Manufacturing. If you're trying to maximize your machine shop, give these guys a call. But also give Midwest Cam Solutions a call. Give GibbsCAM a call. Darren is a great testimonial of, guess what? You call them, they're going to call you back. They're going to make sure that you get in touch. Thank you all for watching. We will see you again soon.